What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar tutorial for Lose You to Love Me by Selena Gomez. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know down in the comments below what are the songs by Selena Gomez that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, the first thing that you want to know to play Lose You to Love Me on guitar is that in order to get rid of some bar chords and keep this as beginner friendly as possible, we're going to capo up to 4th fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll have a link to get this capo for free right up here. The next thing that you want to know for Lose You to Love Me is the structure of this song. We're going to start out with a verse, then go to chorus, then verse and chorus again, and we're going to finish up with one more verse and chorus. And you'll notice that some of those are starred. That just has to do with what we're doing for strum pattern on those particular parts of the song. I'll explain more about what that means in just a minute. And the last thing that you want to know before we dive into Lose You to Love Me is the 6 chords that we need to play this song. The first one is C. The next one is D minor. The next one is A minor. The next one is G. The next one is E minor. And the last one is F. And I'll have a beginner way to play that F chord, as well as chord charts for all the other chords in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. And with all that in mind, guys, let's dive into Lose You to Love Me. Oh, this is such a beautiful song. I'm so stoked to be hearing some new music from Selena Gomez. She's amazing, and this song is just... If you guys have been around on this channel for a little while, you know I'm a sucker for a good kind of sad song. And this is kind of one of those sad but happy songs at the same time, and I love those, and I'm so stoked to share it with you guys. And it is also a great beginner guitar song, because this is one of those songs that doesn't really actually have any guitar in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically emulate what's being played on piano. We're going to play it on guitar. We're going to translate that over to guitar, which is very fun, very beautiful, and very beginner friendly as well. So the first thing that we're going to take a look at here is our verses. For our verses, we're going to have one chord progression, and we'll have 2 strum pattern options. Again, I'll explain that in just a second, but first let's take a look at this chord progression. Our chord progression for our verses is going to go like this. We're going to go C, D minor, A minor, and then we're going to have a little bit of space there. Again, we'll come back to this in just a second, and then we're going to go to a G chord. And that's our chord progression that's going to repeat through all of our verses. Now, let's explain that little bit of space there. So like I said, we've got a C chord, a D minor, an A minor. And what we're going to do for this is we're going to hang out on that A minor for a little bit longer than all of our other chords, for about half a measure longer than all of our other chords. And then we're going to go to that G after we hang out on that a little bit longer. I'll show you the timing of that in just a second, but you can probably already hear our strum pattern a little bit in this. The main strum pattern we're going to use for our verses is just one single down strum for each chord. So again, here's kind of like what the timing will look like on that. So we'll start with our C chord. We'll go C, D minor, A minor, hang on this one a little bit longer, G. About like that, and we'll repeat, and we'll go immediately back into that C chord. So one more little walkthrough of what that'll actually look like, kind of stacked up on top of each other, going through it a couple times, is like this. We'll go C, D minor, A minor, hold this one a little longer, G, C, D minor, A minor, G, and then back to the C, just like that. And we're going to repeat that pretty much about that speed, that tempo, the whole way through on all of our verses. Now, we do have another strum pattern option. We'll get to that in just a second, but what I want to show you real quick is just a little run through of what that'll actually look like with those single down strums without me talking. So a couple of times through that verse chord progression with those single down strums will look about like this, full speed without me talking. So that is what we're going to play for all of our non-starred verses. For our starred verses, we're going to have the same exact chord progression, C, D minor, A minor, hang out on that A minor a little longer, and then G. Same chord progression, same spacing, but we're going to use 2 down strums instead. So what that'll kind of look like is about like this. We'll go down, 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 just about like that. All we're doing is adding that second down strum in, and that kind of, again, emulates what the piano is doing there. Same exact chord progression, same exact timing, we're just adding that second down strum in on the starred verses. So a couple little times through that, just so you can get a feel for it, will look about like this. From there, guys, the only other thing that you need to know to play Lose You to Love Me on guitar is the choruses. For the choruses, we're going to have one chord progression and the same two strum pattern options that we had for the verses. We'll get to those strum patterns in just a second, but our chord progression for chorus is going to be this. We're going to have F, C, G, and E minor, repeated through all of our choruses. And like I said, guys, I will have a beginner way to play that F in the pinned comment below, and I also have a video that breaks down a couple different ways to get that F chord down for the beginners who are struggling with that. It's a tricky chord, and I love to be able to help you guys with that whenever I can. So like I said, guys, we're using the same two strum patterns that we used in our verses, just the single down strum and then the double down strum. We'll get to that double down strum in just a second, but first let's take a look at that single down strum, what we're going to be using for all of our non-starred choruses. So like I said, first we've got this F chord. We'll go F, C, G, E minor. Again, F, C, G, and E minor. And that's what's going to play for all of our non-starred choruses, just repeated over and over again for all of those non-starred choruses. You guys know what single down strums look like. Like I said, this isn't too terribly tricky or anything besides that F chord. So a couple of times full speed playing through that without me talking will look about like this for your choruses. And guys, like I said, same thing as before in the verses. For all of our starred choruses, all we're going to do is change to that double down strum, the two down strums for each chord. That's the only thing that's going to change in that starred part. So same chord progression. We're going to have F, C, G, and E minor. But all we're going to do for the starred ones is just switch to two down strums instead of one. So a little walkthrough of what that'll look like. We'll go like this. We'll go down, 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 again, down, 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 just like that, repeated through all of our starred choruses. Like I said, exactly the same thing. The only thing that changes is we're adding that extra down strum to the end of each chord. So guys, a couple of times through that with your starred chorus chord progression and strum pattern will look about like this, full speed without me talking. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play Lose You to Love Me on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit hit that subscribe button. I have about 700 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there cannot be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see what song I'm jamming on today or pictures of my dog, you can hit up my Instagram story at @thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below. Guys, Lose You to Love Me is one of my favorite kind of songs. I love songs like this that are like sad but happy at the same time. This is obviously a sad song, but it's about kind of finding herself and learning to love herself again through that sadness and through those sad times. And I think that that's a situation that a lot of us, me in particular, I relate a lot to this song. I've had to be in situations like that where I had to go through really hard times in my life, or maybe lose somebody to grow and find myself again. And this song is just, it's very representative of that kind of feeling, and it's just a beautiful song, and it captures a feeling that I think so many of us have, and I love that. It's really, really well-written song. It's beautiful. And like I said, this is a very beginner-friendly guitar song as well. It's one of those guitar songs that doesn't have any guitar in it. It's actually all piano-based. So with this, what we do is we emulate what's being played on piano, and we match it up and we play the same thing on guitar, and it's really cool. I think it adds different elements and a different style to it, and it's super beautiful. I love doing this with piano songs, turning them into guitar songs as well, and just kind of like playing around and finding those pretty chords and stuff that match up perfectly. So like I said, for that reason, this is a very easy song to play on guitar. Most beginners will have no problem getting this down. The only little bit tricky part about this is that F chord, but like I said, I will have a beginner way to play that F chord in the pinned comment below, as well as a video linked in the description and probably the pinned comment too, that is basically just a breakdown of that F chord and how to get it down for beginners. I did that very recently. I'm trying to help you guys out with that because that's something that I struggled a lot with whenever I was a beginner. F chords are tricky, and so I wanted to help you guys out with that one. So like I said, guys, love this song. It's so beautiful. It's definitely a song that I connect with personally and that I've been through before, and so I love sharing that kind of music with you guys. And it is a very beginner-friendly song, and it's very fun to play and very beautiful. So I had a lot of fun learning this one. I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning it as well, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.